Hello, friends. So, I want to say about 2 nights ago, I was laying there and I was listening to this really deeply profound sound healing, if you want to say. And during it, I just started to do these internal experiences inside, really using some awareness and some somatics, some bilateral and some different things. And it just felt so nourishing and so integrative and integrating, I guess you could say, as well. Really just felt a lot of coherence, like bringing my body and my mind and my soul kind of into coherence. So I remember noting, oh, I should do a video of something similar. So I'll just follow along and kind of let my intuition guide the way here on this practice. And you can join into this really relatively gentle, right, but yet deep and profound practice. Please know, as with anything that I offer or that we do, that you can come in as little or as much as feels right for you today, for your system, for your body. And you can pause or come out anytime as well. And so an invitation if you want to join me in this journey. And you can certainly lie down. When I was doing it, I was lying down. You can also sit up or sit back if you have a chair or something you can lean on. Maybe just take a sigh together, just releasing. You can keep your eyes open or closed, just maybe softening your eyes. And if that does feel good to you, you can have them closed or not. And maybe just a little bit of back and forth movement, or maybe a little stillness. You choose, right? Whatever feels good to you in this moment, or if there's something else that you feel called to do, to resource, to just start to arrive to this practice, to your body. And maybe just even allow your seat or chair or the floor or the bed, maybe you're on the grass, wherever you are, just let it hold you even 2% more, even 2% more. And maybe take another sigh or just get some wiggles out of your body. And just find that good enough space or percentage of presence in this moment, good enough. And then just maybe bring your awareness and bring as much awareness as you can. Again, knowing just even a percentage works and matters. So just bringing your awareness and maybe starting at the crown of your head. And just bring your awareness, and then bring your awareness to the bottom of your feet. So crown of your head and slowly, gently to the bottom of your feet, to the center of your right foot, or the bottom of your right foot, to the center of your left foot, the bottom of your left foot. Back to the right foot center, and then left foot center. At any time, take a breath, slow it down. And to your right foot center, And just slowly bringing that awareness up your leg to your knee, to your hip, your right hip center, to your belly button, to your left hip center. And let that energy go down your left leg to your knee and down to the bottom of your left foot. And then bringing that energy and awareness again, your pace, up through your leg to your left knee and to your left hip and back to your belly button, your solar plexus, and maybe even noticing if there's a little softening or not, but maybe even breathing into that belly button and extending that breath if you can to your solar plexus. In any way, even 1%, bringing that breath in and just release to your heart. Release to your right shoulder. Just your awareness to the right center of your shoulder. Bringing the energy down your arm to your elbow. And then down to your hand and maybe the center of the palm of your hand. And just notice. You may put your hands down or on your heart or on your lap or have them upward. Whatever works for you. And then that attention in the right middle palm, bring the energy back up the arm to the elbow, to the shoulder, to the center of the shoulder, then to right to this here, kind of in between, like right below your collarbones, above your heart. And of course, if you want to touch in any way, feel free. You can see I can do that. You may even tap a little if that feels good, or just find stillness. No right or wrong. No right or wrong. And that center of the point between your throat and your heart. The center of the point between your throat and your heart. And then over to the right shoulder. Center of your right shoulder. And imagine that energy going down your arm, to your elbow, down your forearm, and to the middle of your, oh, sorry, I said right, didn't I? Left. No worries if you're on the other side. Left middle palm. Left middle palm. No worries if you're on the opposite side. Just notice. And the energy back up your arm to that center of your left shoulder. And coming back to that center, right below the rib cage. And then to your throat. And just notice, maybe take a breath if that's okay. Even 1% in that area matters. Or your intention there, attention. And then maybe to your heart. Back to the solar plexus. Back to the belly button. Back to your solar plexus. Back to your heart. To the point right above the heart. To your throat. To your right center shoulder. To your left center shoulder. To the center. To the right center shoulder. To the center. To the left shoulder. Maybe come back down to your seat. Your seat, whether you're lying down or sitting down, let your seat hold you even a little more. Take any breath or awareness, maybe place your hands on your heart and just bring your attention to your seat, holding you maybe back down to those feet, to the right center of the bottom of your foot, to the left center of the bottom of your foot, and like a sacred triangle up to your seat, up to your seat, just allowing your seat to hold you even 2% more, up to the center, right below your collarbones, to your right center shoulder, to your left center shoulder. Back to your throat, and even some breath or some awareness, maybe just even a gentle hold or softening, even 1% here. This can be a pretty congested area for most of us, even 1%. Maybe even raise those shoulders and roll them back a little. And just see if there's any gentle movement or not, just gentle. Maybe any breath, a lot of tenderness. And maybe you hold your right jaw just even slightly, or just do it in your imagination, in your body, whatever works for you or not. Maybe a breath. Just some tenderness, some awareness, some gentleness, maybe to the left. And just imagine holding that jaw even 2% more. Maybe a sigh. Just noticing. And maybe to the right, nice and slow, gentle. To the right again. Softening your eyes, your face, your jaw. Even a little bit matters. Even a little bit. Your shoulders. And then really slow, gently to the left. Maybe some side glass. Maybe color or light. Really be creative. Be you. Maybe to the center, your heart, maybe your hand on your heart, your right hand. Maybe your left hand joins. Maybe even find some kind of shape when you draw or your hands go. Let them just go like mine are going with wings. Yeah, just expanding wings. Maybe yours do something else or nothing. It's okay. Maybe you're in stillness. And maybe a breath. Maybe a sway to the left. Maybe a sway to the right. Back to center. Good enough. Shoulders up and back. Maybe a sigh. Maybe you bring your awareness to your right cheek. Maybe then to your left cheek. Maybe to your right ear. Maybe you notice if you hear anything, even suddenly. Maybe you imagine your ear opening a little, even a little, just in your imagination. So opening, expansion. And then slowly moving to the left ear, awareness, and maybe some opening or expansion, even a small bit. And a breath. Maybe move that jaw a little bit. Back. Good. Maybe the shoulders up and back. Maybe right shoulder up towards the ear. And slowly down. Maybe left shoulder up towards the ear. And slowly down. Maybe you notice the back of your neck, and maybe you even put your hands up to hold the back of your neck, or just imagine it. And maybe just a really gentle, be very gentle with your cervical, and you don't need to do this if this is too much. Just a little yes. Just notice. Maybe a little holding your neck. Maybe your breath, maybe those hands gently breathing. Softening the eyes. Maybe the back of your head, just bringing your awareness to the back of your head. Maybe your breath. And maybe to your forehead. And maybe you put your hand on the back of your head and then on your forehead, or the back of your neck. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe just your awareness. Maybe some breath. No right or wrong. Maybe something else feels more nourishing to you. Maybe your hands down. Maybe you notice the right side at the top of your head. And again, you could bring your hand to just your awareness there. And maybe you bring your awareness to your forehead, to your prefrontal cortex. And maybe gently to the left side of the left hemisphere. Just notice the left hemisphere of your brain, your head brain, the left hemisphere. Maybe come to the back and this back of the top of your head, and maybe then to the right hemisphere. Just noticing the right hemisphere. No need to go fast. Let it kind of just settle. Your parasympathetic may turn on if you yawn, or you feel lightheaded. Just place your hand on your heart, your hands down and know, oh, my parasympathetic nervous system is turning on. I'm resetting my nervous system. And maybe again to that forehead, maybe to the pineal gland, the third eye. Just notice the center of your forehead, and maybe even 2 inches in or a couple inches in, and just notice that point in the center of your forehead. And just noticing really long, maybe just giving some awareness there, maybe breath, maybe a color. And maybe to the top of your head, the crown of your head, where you would imagine a crown sitting. And notice how a crown has an opening. Crowns usually have an opening for that top of your head. And just noticing any energy at the top of your head, the crown. And maybe you breathe into your heart as you do that. Maybe you notice your seat again as you do that, holding you. Maybe you notice your feet or the palms of your hands. The bottom of the center of your right foot. The bottom of the center of your left foot. A triangle up to your belly, maybe a breath in your belly center. Your second ring, maybe some sigh. Awareness at the right center of your palm of the hand. Awareness at the left center of the palm of your hand. And maybe up to that center point right under your collarbones. And if you want to massage a little that area. And your breath, with just awareness, color, whatever works for you. Or not. And maybe to the throat. Maybe up to the third eye. And back to the crown of your head. Right hemisphere of your brain. Shoulders relax, even a little bit. Left hemisphere of your brain. Triangle down to the center under your collarbones. To your heart. To your solar plexus. To your belly. to your seat. To your seat. Let it hold you even 2% more. And slowly allow that energy to come up and along your spine, along the nervous system, up into the face, softening the face, and out to the crown of your head. As you notice the crown of your head, notice your feet, the bottom of your feet, anchoring on the floor, or maybe you're lying down and you just imagine them anchoring to earth in some way, to Mother Earth, to the heartbeat of the earth. And maybe you just move your hands in what you would sense would be the heartbeat of the earth. No right or wrong, just find a rhythm. No right or wrong, like a big heart, the heart of Mother Earth. And then start breathing into your heart, your body, your feet, knowing that you are connected to this rhythm. And you just find the rhythm. What is that rhythm for you? Connecting to the heartbeat of the earth. And recognizing heart as we come together. And maybe just noticing. No right or wrong of how this practice was received or not. And an invitation that if this practice aligns or serves you in any way, you may come back as much as we need. Namaste.